How do I start a foodstuff business, and how can I store my food in order not to fall under the food insecurity drama that is happening in Nigeria? Those are the two things we are going to briefly talk about in this video. My name is Maria Habila and I am an entrepreneur. I'm an agri-entrepreneur. I have an agri-business, I have a kaimata business, I have a clothing business, and I'm all about making money in Nigeria. If you're interested in that kind of video, please make sure that you stick around. I also make videos about how to start your own agri-business. If you want to join my agri community, it's open. There's a fine to pay and all that. Everything is going to be in subsequent videos. You can check my other videos so that you can get more clarity. Without further ado, let's get right into today's video. How can I start my food business when I'm not living in northern Nigeria? How can I get the cheapest food in my locality in order for me to start my foodstuff business? I've gotten a lot of this question, that's why I'm addressing it today. First and foremost, when you want to start your food business, have you gone to survey the market? Because in all honesty, because you see that the price of food in northern Nigeria is ridiculously cheap compared to your own, you feel like, okay, when I come to buy here, it will be cheaper. So I'm going to put in some things in perspective for you, and then what is possible for you in order for you to start. So let's get started with what you should do first. First and foremost is you should make a feasibility studies of the market. Go to the market, know the prices of things. When you know the prices of things, do you have a place? You now start to figure out how much do you have to invest in this business, what time, make sure that you're able to put in everything in perspective, like the time, if you have the time, if you have the proper amenity, if you have the location, if you have all that it takes, then it's now time for you to now dig further. One of the things I advise people who are starting out a business to do first and foremost is to go and understudy the same type of business that you want to start. So for instance, you go to the market, meet somebody who sells normal food stuff, and then understudy the person for a month or 2 or 3 or even a year. It depends on how much time you have on your hands, so that you can be able to know what it takes to actually run that kind of business. Because it's not by I want to start food stuff business, it's about the intricacies of that business. It might look glamorous on the outside, especially provision. I want to start selling provision. By the time you buy goods worth 20,000 and you sell it for 22,518 naira, then you now realize so there's no so much profit in this. That is why I advise that you understudy somebody who does that kind of business, who has the same exact model or close to what you want to build. After doing that, another thing I would want you to figure out is the markets. Now, what looks juicy and what looks interesting is the fact that here in northern Nigeria, we find out that grains are cheaper. I want to buy my bag of beans from the north, as people call it, is the north, okay? N-O-R-T, north. But that's not the bone of contention today. I want to buy my food stuff from the north, and I want to buy 2 bags. And you're excited about the 2 bags. So let me break down some of the things that will just bust your bubble a little bit, so that you can introspect and weigh your options, see if you really want to start foodstuff business. When you want to start foodstuff business, your budget determines how far you would go, and I'm going to explain. First and foremost, if I have a budget of, let's say, 2 million naira, let's say I rent of a space for 500,000 naira, foodstuff business, you don't really require so much stalls or shelves or any of those things. You just need basins, your measurements, your measuring cups and cans and all that, your bags, and you're good to go. One of the things I would advise you to do is check out the price, compare prices with your environment and the one in northern Nigeria. I offer consultation, so like if you want to know the price of price of so, I can help you with that. I offer consultation services. My numbers will be in the description box, and then you can reach out to me via WhatsApp. Now, when they tell you, okay, this is what I should do, this is what I should not do, okay, let's get into it. You have gone to the market. You now see, okay, in Balogun market, they sell bag of rice for like 50,000. Okay, in Tedri Osho market, they sell it for 100,000. oh, in a Festac market, farmers market, they sell it for so. You have to compare prices. Now, in comparing prices, what should be important is the variety, because there are a lot of variety when it comes to grains and foodstuff. So there's high quality, there's low quality. Inside the high quality, low quality, there are different types of grains. So let's say you want to buy beans. Is it oloyin? Is it iron beans? Is it madara? There are different types of beans, and then you have to now see, okay, which one moves more, which one doesn't move more. When you now understand those, you have put them in perspective, you now come closer to your table. Okay, where can I buy this thing cheaper? I advise people mostly to, if you are starting out, to buy within your locality. Start off from there, because as much as I mentioned earlier that foodstuff and food grains in northern Nigeria can be a little cheaper, when you compare transportation and the stress it will require for you to transport those goods from northern Nigeria to your place, you will just rather go to that major market where they sell in bulk, buy like 2-3 bags. To transport to your place might cost you like 5 or 10,000. But transporting from northern Nigeria to the east or to the west, best believe it's a story for another day. When you want to transport, let's say, a bag in 2021, to transport a bag of beans cost 900 naira. Now I don't know how much it is, because I had to cut out everything that required logistics, because I don't have any energy in me to stress over logistics. The issues with logistics in Nigeria, as the cost of fuel is rising every 2 seconds, it is not advisable. So for those, there are people who their major job is to transport, like that is their own. They just buy from the north, transport in bulk to your locality, whether it's Port Harcourt or Enugu or Onitsha. There's a big grain market in almost every state in Nigeria. So when you figure out that grain market, you start there, small, one step at a time, baby steps. Go to that market, buy, even if it's tutu mudu or tutu tia, or how do people call it, to paint rubber or derika. Take it to display it, sell. See the one that moves within your area, because as much as maybe oloyin beans is moving very well in Lagos, maybe the location is just Ojo. If you now move a little to Lekki or Aja, you now realize that it's iron beans that is moving there. So your location will determine what you should stock in your shop, and this applies to various other business platforms. Now, when you have acquainted yourself with the major market, from there you can now tell the person, me, I want to buy one bag now, and then gradually you are able to infiltrate and have your footing properly in that market. As much as I would want to encourage you to start, I would also want you to know that there are disadvantages to all of these kinds of businesses. You can buy good quality, and by the time you get home, you realize that inside it, na rubbish they carry mix for you. Do you understand? So not having to say bring in from the north is good, but you need to bring it in large quantity. And for somebody who is starting out, advise you start within your locality before you even move into the larger one. I hope you understand. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. If you want to pay for consultation, I offer consultation. I offer other services in my Kofili agri-entrepreneurship business. So you can do well to just send a WhatsApp message. Now let's go into the last part of this video, which is going to be how can I stay afloat when it comes to food insecurity, and I'm not selling food stuff. Now this is what you should do. I mentioned in the first part of this video that for those who want to go into food stuff business, they should be able to be acquainted with this market. Even you as an individual, be able to go to those markets and buy in bulk. Buying in bulk saves a lot of stress. It is cheaper, and it will save you the stress of inflation. For instance, in my house now, we would never buy beans. As soon as it is harvest season, if the beans in my mother's farm is not the kind of beans that we want, my mother will go to the market, select the finest bag of beans and keep. Throughout the year, we don't have to bother. It might take a little more money, because you are buying a large quantity in such a short period of time, but it will save you a lot of monetary stress and mental stress and every other stress. We have gotten a bag of beans like since last year. I'm not bothered about the price of beans in the market, because they don't concern me. There's beans at home. If it's rice, you go to those markets, buy in bulk and keep. Now, if you don't even know how to figure out when to buy these grains because you are not aware, you don't go there. When you go to the market and you see that some things are surplus, you can ask, when is the right time to buy this grain, or when is it the right time to do this? People will tell you. Market people, they don't hold information. If you ask, if you have a customer, beans now, like if I want to buy beans in bulk, when can I buy? Best way, na so time beans dey cheap for this, you buy. Oh, rice dey cheap for this time, you buy. If you have opportunity of free vehicle or somebody who is trustworthy that is coming from the north up to the south or to the east, tell the person, oga abeg, inside that your empty boot, help me buy one bag of rice inside from Kano Kura market. The people who buy normal rice, polish it, local rice, polish it, and that's the rice that they consume in their household. There's no drama about it. You need to be able to understand bulk buying and navigating seasons for it to be able to stay afloat in this economy. Whether you are starting a foodstuff business or you want to just have food in your house, when something is surplus, you see it everywhere, and that's a very big sign that that thing is surplus. That's the best time to buy and stuff. If not, you can ask questions if you are not able to tell, because here in the north, if you see onions everywhere, just know that this is the best time to go and buy onions and keep. If you see tomato everywhere, this is the best time to buy your tomato and blend and store. You make it pickled or whatever. I hope this video is helpful enough. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. If you want to know my services, send me a WhatsApp message on the number in the description box or on the screen, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.